A family remembering 17-year-old Kamar Cordero, a high schooler, shot and killed after getting off the bus just last week. What his family said about him.
Daycare drugs. A couple facing charges tonight after cocaine is found in a toddler's lunch bag.
Clear out complete.
It's a cycle, but we needed to address this before it got worse.
What happens now after a homeless encampment is shut down in York?
To empower, to infuse, to charge, and to motivate them to understand I can do it. That's the key.
Comfortable for now, but warmer weather and higher storm chances return. Find out when to expect the rain in the updated forecast.
WGAL News 8 at 10 starts now.
Tonight, a family is mourning the loss of 17-year-old Kamar Cordero, a Harrisburg High School student who lost his life after being shot by 16-year-old Jeremiah Moran on Friday. Good evening. I'm Tasmin Mahfouz.
And I'm Jerry Gish. Cordero's older cousin spoke with WGAL tonight, sharing who Kamar is and how this never should have happened. News 8's AJ Sisson is live outside the Harrisburg Police Department. And AJ, Kamar wanted to be a tattoo artist.
Jerry, Thusmean, yeah, that's right. Kamar was also just finishing his junior year in high school, set to be a senior in just a few months. He now leaves behind his mom and a large extended family. His older cousin shared with me a GoFundMe that they've set up while they're now planning a funeral.
Every day I wake up, I'm like, this can't be real. We can't be going through this.
Kiara Robinson, Kamar Cordero's older cousin, went from planning her one-year-old son's birthday party on Friday to needing to go to the hospital.
I was texting his mom and I'm like, hey, because she, you know, they were helping me cook food and stuff. And then she calls me and she's like, they're saying somebody shot Kamar. And I'm like, huh? Like, I was morally confused because Kamar, what do you mean Kamar?
Police say 16-year-old Jeremiah Moran admitted he shot and killed Cordero when he got off the school bus Friday. Cordero, Robinson says, eventually wanted to become a tattoo artist. He was a gamer who loved music and his family.
He was a great kid. He loved his mom. Every day he would kiss his mom on the forehead. This really hurts. It hurts so bad. It really does. And I'm trying to stay cool because I have to keep myself together so I can be there for my cousin. But this hurts so bad.
Robinson tells News 8 that a prior fight led to the moment Moran shot Cordero, and that could have been avoided.
He could have took any other steps instead of pulling up to a bus stop with a bus full of kids, two bus full of kids, putting not, you know, you killed Kamar, but you also put so many different lives in danger. So many different lives.
After the shooting, Harrisburg Police Captain Kyle Gouch shared a message to parents to be more involved in their child's life, a sentiment shared by Robinson.
We have to start holding our kids accountable. You know, it starts at home. Like my kids, 1, 2, I don't care how old you are. If you do something bad, I'm going to correct it. He was such an awesome kid. He was great with the babies. I will always say he's going to be a great dad when he gets older. Because he loved it. He was a gentle soul. He really was. He really was.
Jeremiah Moran faces several charges, including first-degree murder and possession of a firearm as a minor. He has a preliminary hearing scheduled for July 22nd. Robinson tells me that a balloon release is scheduled in Kamar Cordero's honor at 6th and Emerald Streets near the bus stop where this shooting happened. She says that the community is invited to come and show their support. A GoFundMe has also been created. We'll have a link to that on our website, WGAL.com. In Harrisburg, AJ Sisson, WGAL News 8.
AJ, thank you. And Harrisburg police are investigating another shooting. It happened just before midnight last night on Dairy Street. Police say a man has non-life-threatening injuries.
And the man police say killed a woman in Manheim, Lancaster County, took his own life in Alabama.
Michael Boscia is accused of shooting and killing 37-year-old Keisha Gonzalez inside her North Main Street apartment yesterday morning. Court documents show that about 10 minutes before the shooting, Boscia called one of Gonzalez's children asking if they left for school. Neighbors talk with News 8 about what they saw.
I tried to do CPR and I checked her pulse and she had no pulse. So then I just did CPR and it was just too late. I seen the shot in the head.
Neighbors told police Gonzalez was yelling for help and one of them ran upstairs to her unit. But court documents say Boscia answered the door and pointed a gun at them. Now, after the shooting, police say Boscia went to Alabama and just before 11 o'clock, not long after a criminal homicide charge was filed against him for Gonzalez's death, Boscia called Manheim Borough Police threatening to die by suicide.
Today, 3 people charged in 11 and triple homicide, including the deaths of 2 children, pleaded guilty. Alex Torres Santos, Ivan Claudio Rosero, and James Fernandez Reyes pleaded guilty to criminal homicide. The shooting happened May 30th, 2023 on North 5th Street. The victims were brothers, 8-year-old Jesus and 9-year-old Sebastian Perez Salome, who were playing with kittens on their back porch, and 19-year-old Josh Lugo Perez. A 4th person, a next-door neighbor, was shot but survived. Police found 30 shell casings at the scene, with the majority of the rounds coming from an AR-15. Torres Santos and Claudio Rosario will proceed to sentencing. Fernandez Reyes, who was a juvenile at the time of the shooting, must undergo a lengthy sentencing hearing to determine whether he can be rehabilitated in prison.
And now over to the Storm Team forecast with a live look over Gettysburg, Ephrata, and Lancaster. What a beautiful way to start the week. And those temperatures are going to go up.
Yeah, well, temperatures start to rise here, Ethan, but the thing is the humidity doesn't go up immediately.
That's right. It is going to be comfortable but warmer as we go through the next few days, but the humidity is going to stay in check for a couple more days. Outside right now, temperatures still relatively warm. We're at 62 degrees in Lancaster, 65 if you're joining us from Harrisburg, 64 currently in Dover and York County. Winds are light, anywhere just a couple miles per hour here or there, or calm, but it feels great out there with the dew points right now holding in the 40s to the low to mid 50s. We do have some passing clouds right now through the night. Tonight, these clouds will break up. It is going to be a calm, comfortable night with lows down into the 50s. And then for tomorrow, it is going to be a warmer day with highs returning to the lower 80s. But the temperatures will go up, and eventually humidity will start to rise as well, along with the storm chances. Find out when the rain returns coming up in a few minutes.
And a man and a woman are facing charges after cocaine was found inside a toddler's lunch bag at a York County daycare. So officers were first called to the daycare in Carroll Township last Thursday after investigators say a staff member found a small clear bag containing a white powder inside the child's bag. Carroll Township Police later executed a search warrant at the home of the child's mother, that's 30-year-old Emily Arter, at the Walmer Manor Trailer Park in Franklin Township. Now, during the search, officers said they found cocaine, marijuana, cash, and packaging materials. Arter's boyfriend, 31-year-old Joel Rodriguez Melendez, also lives at the home, and he's charged as well. Authorities say 4 young children were inside the home at the time of the search, and they were turned over to what police say are responsible adults. Investigators also said they received information several weeks earlier from the York County Sheriff's Office based on a Crime Watch tip alleging that Arter was supplying cocaine to most of Dillsburg.